YouTube. What's goody? What's happening? Welcome back to Run with MB. I'm MB, and we already covered a 5K. We already covered a 10K. So next thing to talk about naturally is the 10 mile. No, we're not talking about 10 miler. That's not. It's a race, but it's not like one of those like. We're talking about the half marathon, y'all. Dang, we already on day 9. Y'all, time is flying. And again, whether you train for your first 5K, you running around the block without stopping, these fundamental terms are the secret sauce. So let's talk about the. I'm not even prepared yet. 1 second. All right, I'm back. I had to get some hardware. What y'all know about these? So what is a half marathon? Easy. It's 13.1 miles. That is a massive jump psychologically and physically. The half marathon is the point where you move past the muscle and aerobic fitness. This is when you start testing your glycogen stores. So your carbohydrate energy. This is where pacing and fueling becomes important. Your half marathon pacing, it should feel a little bit less than the 10K. So 10K, you're looking at what, about 7 to 8, 8.5 out of 10. Half marathon, drop it down to like 6.5, 7 out of 10. The pace should be slightly higher than your easy run. Sustained. Talk test wise, you should be able to say a couple words, couple lines, but not the whole entire time. Why so conservative? Because you have the infamous wall after mile 10. Quick story time. You see this medal right here? This is from Mesa Marathon Weekend, their half marathon. This was my first marathon, well, my first half marathon back in February of this year. I did not believe in the infamous wall until I hit it myself. I remember, I'll try to be quick with the story. I remember I was, at one point I was cruising. Like Mesa, it's that race is entirely downhill. So I was pretty much letting gravity take me the whole time. Like I think I locked in at one point. I had like a nice, decent pace. Actually, to this date, that's my fastest half marathon. I was cruising. I was fueling properly. Like I felt great at one point. I got to mile 10. It felt like I was about to crash and burn. I did not know that was a thing until I hit it myself. Granted, that's the only time I hit the wall, but it sucked for 3 miles until the very end. And Mesa Half Marathon is it's not the liveliest crowd. Like I didn't really get like the energy from the crowd until like I'm about to hit the finish line, and that's when like ARC had like their cheer station, but it was rough. Your job doing a half marathon for, let's say, the first 8 to 10 miles is to conserve energy. Definitely do not start too fast. You know your body and your limits. I know when I did Charlotte half marathon last month, November, I started off pretty slow, but personally, I like to like use the first couple of miles like to warm up. I kind of locked in around like settled into the run, maybe like mile 3, 4. I try to conserve as much until like maybe about 6 or 7, how the kids say it, miles in. So that first 10K. So I can just, so if I do want to like push it up, like push the pace a little bit, I have some extra, like I know what my body can do. If I'm already in like zone, like pushing zone 4 early in the race, yeah, heart rate too high. It's probably not gonna come back down. Like it's already a hard race. So training wise, your long run is gonna be the most important. So you most likely, depending on your plan, you will most likely build up to about 10, 12 miles before the race. Personally, I don't know why a runner does this because I feel like I'm the only person in running who had, I won't say the issue, but I had a couple runs in my training plan that went past 13. So I think I had a couple 12-mile long runs. I think I had a 14 and I also had a 15-mile long run. Not sure why that was the case. Even like my friends who were training for like their first full during that time, they was like, what? But I don't, it was just me. I don't think anyone else I know who trained with a runner had that issue. Also, you're still gonna need your tempo and your interval runs. Plus, let's say you have like a little slightly faster goal, you're gonna have to need to push. You're gonna have to, yeah. But again, at this distance, volume is king. Since most likely you're gonna be running over 2 hours, you have to remember the fuel, like those carbohydrates. Personally, my fastest half marathon, I think all my half marathons has been like the 2 hours 25 between, yeah, around that ballpark. Except for my second half, I had like bad cramping at the very end. So yeah, fueling, again, know your body. I know people who are sub 3 hour marathoners. They be taking gels like every 20 minutes, all kind of stuff. Me, on the slower end of the spectrum, well, the speed spectrum, I'm around, I try to gauge about every 30 minutes or every 3 miles. So mile 3, mile 6, mile 9. So far, I haven't really had to take one at mile 12 for some reason. By that time, I get tired of taking gels, and I should normally I have some type of energy at the end to make it to the finish line. As of now, I know, like I said, everyone's different. Your goal should be to practice fueling during your long runs before the race. That includes testing out your gels. Like I use goo gels. They have very good flavors in my opinion. I'm a textured person. I remember I think I tried like 2 or 3 gels one long run. The goos worked fine. And I definitely felt energy afterward. I had another one. I have no idea which one it was, but it was just texture wise, it was thick. It's like blue. It was like blueberry, like what's it, compote or whatever they put like on like in a batter or something for like let's say blueberry pancakes or like on top of it. Yeah, I couldn't do it, and it was one of those things where if I didn't have anything to drink, oh, I would have been suffering, like suffering. So that's something you need to do it before the race. Also, you don't know how your stomach may how can I say it, may take it. Like some people, like I said, some people have weaker stomachs. Like I know people that use Martin gels. I probably can't do it because I heard the flavor and it's like the flavors or something. I don't know. I'm scared to try it. I had some like on my counter that I had got from a rep. I still haven't tried it yet. But people like that because it's easier on the stomach. Like you don't want to take it during a race, and next thing you know, your stomach is upset, and you've probably heard the horror stories about upset stomachs during a race. But the half marathon is like it's a wonderful accomplishment. Like literally, once you get over the cross that finish line, you're gonna be so excited. Just gotta remember, it takes some discipline, some consistency, a little bit of passion, and some patience. But you can get there. Trust me. I didn't think I'd run one half marathon, and I know I ran 3 this year. Let me know in the comments, what do you fear about trying to run a half marathon? Like, they got nicer medals than like the 5K and the 10K. I'm gonna say that. My fear was the same as the 10K. I have asthma. Can I even run that long without like not like without getting like lightheaded and like falling over or something? So far, I had no long run where I felt that way. All right, it's late. I had a long day of work. I went to the gym this afternoon after work. We had squat day today. I'm trying to go to the gym in the morning as well. And I have another long day of work waiting for me. But tomorrow, we're talking about the full marathon. And that's going to be fun. I never did it before. I keep saying I'm never going to do it. If somebody want to sponsor me to do it, I'll probably do it. But until then, I'm in the same boat with you. Talk to y'all later. Deuces. Oh, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I feel like this video might be the one. Just saying. Just saying. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.